Kay's magical journey through Iceland. Off to Iceland. Kay was in his room when he heard a soft whisper. It was coming from his shelf. Between his books, he found a colorful map of a place called Iceland. The map showed pictures of big waterfalls and green lands. "What is this place?" Kay whispered. He saw the flag of Iceland and felt the map was special. As he touched the map, it started to glow. A cool wind was blowing around him, and he heard the sound of waves. "Is this magic?" Kay thought. The map pulled him in, and everything around him changed. Now Kay was standing in a new place. He was in Iceland. He saw blue skies above big mountains far away. "This is beautiful," he said. He took his phone out and sent a picture to his friends. "Look where I am," he wrote. Kay put the map in his backpack and started walking. "Let's see what I find," he said. He was ready for his new adventure. The map was taking him to amazing places in Iceland. Part 2. The Magic in the Markets. In a village famous for arts and crafts, Kay wandered among the market stalls. Intricate figures of elves and trolls captured his attention, each one a piece of Icelandic folklore. He watched an old man carving wood into a troll. "Do you want to try?" the man asked, smiling warmly. Kay nodded, and with careful guidance, he started to carve. The wood slowly took shape under his fingers, becoming a small troll figure. Later, Kay found a workshop where children were crafting Viking crowns. "I'll make one too," he decided. He chose blue stones and feathers, laughing as he placed the finished crown on his head. "Now I'm a Viking king," he joked, looking at his reflection with a smile. With the evening shadows growing longer, Kay left the market, his hands full of his creations. "Iceland is full of stories," he thought, treasuring the wooden troll and his new crown, symbols of a land rich with history and legend. Part 3. The Wonders of Nature. Kay set out early in the morning, the map leading him to a place where steam rose from the ground. He was in the geothermal area of Iceland, where hot springs bubbled and hissed. "It's like the earth is breathing," Kay said, watching the steam clouds dance in the air. He walked on, the landscape changing around him. There were green valleys and hills that looked like they were painted. Iceland's land is full of power, he thought. He saw big power plants using the heat from the earth to make energy. That's so clever, he muttered. Kay learned about protecting the environment too. He picked up litter he found along the way, making sure he left the places as beautiful as he found them. We all should take care of our planet, he reminded himself. By the end of the day, Kay felt grateful. He had seen how nature's power could be used in good ways and why it was important to look after it. As he looked out at the vast landscape, he knew these were lessons he would never forget. Part 4. Tasting Iceland. Kay's next adventure took him to a cozy cafe in a small Icelandic town. Today, he was exploring the tastes of Iceland. The first thing he tried was a sandwich with local flavors. This is delicious, Kay said, enjoying the fresh ingredients. Then the cafe owner brought out something special, blueberry mint lemonade. It's our favorite summer drink, she explained. Kay took a sip and smiled. It's so refreshing, he said. The cool drink was perfect after his walk. For dessert, Kay tried Skyr Parfait. The owner told him, Skyr is like yogurt, but it's very Icelandic. The parfait had layers of Skyr fruits and granola. It's creamy and sweet, Kay noted, tasting the mix of flavors. Sitting in the cafe, Kay felt happy. He was learning about Iceland, not just through places, but through its food too. Each bite tells a story, he thought. With a full stomach and a happy heart, Kay was ready for more adventures. I wonder what I'll discover next, he mused, looking forward to more Icelandic delights. Part 5. Viking Heritage. Kay's journey in Iceland took an exciting turn when he visited a museum dedicated to the Vikings. As he walked through the entrance, he saw replicas of Viking ships. These boats are huge, Kay whispered to himself. In the museum, Kay found helmets and shields. Vikings must have been brave warriors, he thought, trying on a helmet. It was a bit heavy, but he felt like a real Viking. He also learned about the Vikings' daily life and their explorations. They were great explorers, Kay said, looking at maps of their voyages. He saw pictures of Viking crowns and learned about their history. They had kings and queens, just like in stories, he realized. Kay spent the day learning about Iceland's Viking heritage. He even made a small Viking crown at a workshop in the museum. I'm taking this home, he decided, placing the crown carefully in his backpack. As the day ended, Kay felt like he had traveled back in time. The Vikings were amazing, he thought, walking out of the museum with a new appreciation for Iceland's history. Part 6. Exploring the Ice. On a bright morning, Kay set off to explore one of Iceland's famous glaciers. He had heard stories about these giant rivers of ice and couldn't wait to see one up close. "I can't believe I'm going to walk on a glacier," Kay thought excitedly as he put on his warm clothes and sturdy boots. When he arrived, the glacier stretched out before him like a frozen sea. "It's so big," Kay said. He started walking on the ice, following his guide carefully. The glacier was a mix of brilliant whites and deep blues. As they walked, the guide talked about how glaciers are important for the environment, but are melting because of the earth getting warmer. Kay saw streams of water flowing on the ice. "This ice is melting," the guide explained. "It shows us that we need to take care of our planet." Kay felt sad thinking about the melting ice, but also amazed by the beauty of the glacier. He learned that glaciers shaped the land, carving valleys, creating lakes. The day taught Kay about the beauty and fragility of nature. He knew it was a lesson he wouldn't forget. Part 7. A Taste of Iceland. Kay's adventure took him to a cozy restaurant by the sea. He wanted to try Icelandic fish and chips because he heard they were special. "Eating fish and chips by the ocean sounds amazing," Kay thought, looking forward to the meal. The restaurant felt warm and inviting. Kay ordered fish and chips, looked out at the sea while waiting. When the waiter brought his food, the fish looked fresh and the chips were golden. "This tastes amazing," Kay said, enjoying each bite. The meal brought him joy and introduced him to new flavors. Next, Kay tried an Icelandic fruit sparkler. It was both sweet and a little tart. "It's like tasting summer," he decided, sipping the refreshing drink. Sitting in the restaurant, Kay felt a deep happiness. He was discovering Iceland through its delicious food. "Every dish has its story," he thought, finishing his drink. With his appetite satisfied and his spirit lifted, Kay knew this meal would be a cherished memory. "I can't wait to share this with my friends," he thought, eager for his next Icelandic dish. Part 8. Going Home. Kay's time in Iceland was coming to an end. He packed his bag, thinking about all the fun he had. He saw waterfalls, walked on a glacier, and even made his own Viking crown. Iceland is amazing, Kay thought. Kay felt a mix of happiness and sadness. I'll miss this place, he said, but I can't wait to tell everyone about my adventures. On his way home, Kay thought about the magical map that brought him to Iceland. There are so many more places to explore, he said with excitement. He was already dreaming about his next adventure. I wonder where the map will take me next. Kay wondered, thinking about the hidden corners of his house, where another magical map might be waiting. Back in his room, Kay placed the map of Iceland on his wall. It was a reminder of his journey and all the friends he made. Iceland will always be a part of me, he smiled. Now Kay was ready for his next adventure, eager to find a new magical map and discover another wonderful place. Part 1. Off to Iceland. Question 1. What did Kay find on his shelf? Question 2. What did the map show pictures of? Question 3. How did Kay feel when he touched the map? Question 4. Where did Kay find himself after touching the map? Question 5. What did Kay do when he realized he was in Iceland? Part 2. The magic in the markets. Question 1. What captured Kay's attention at the market stalls? Question 2. Who invited Kay to try carving a wood figure? Question 3. What did Kay make at the workshop in the market? Question 4. How did Kay feel when he put on the Viking crown? Question 5. What did Kay think about the creations he made at the market? Part 3. The Wonders of Nature. Question 1. Where did Kay go early in the morning, and what did he see there? Question 2. How did Kay describe the landscape of Iceland? Question 3. What did Kay learn about the power plants in Iceland? Question 4. How did Kay contribute to protecting the environment during his journey? Question 5. How did Kay feel by the end of the day, and why? Part 4. Tasting Iceland. Question 1. Where did Kay go to explore the tastes of Iceland? Question 2. What was the first thing Kay tried at the cafe, and how did he feel about it? Question 3. What special drink did the cafe owner bring out, and how did Kay react to it? Question 4. What is skyr, and how did Kay describe its taste? Question 5. How did Kay feel while sitting in the cafe, and what did he look forward to? Part 5. Viking Heritage. Question 1. What did Kay see when he visited the museum dedicated to the Vikings? Question 2. How did Kay feel when he tried on a Viking helmet? Question 3. What did Kay learn about the Vikings' explorations? Question 4. What did Kay make at the workshop in the museum? Question 5. How did Kay feel as he left the museum, and why? Part 6. Exploring the ice. Question 1. Where did Kay go on a bright morning? Question 2. How did Kay feel when he saw the glacier up close? Question 3. What did Kay learn about the importance of glaciers? Question 4. What did Kay see flowing on the ice, and what did it signify? Question 5. How did Kay feel at the end of the day, and why was it a memorable experience? Part 7. A Taste of Iceland. Question 1. Where did Kay go to try Icelandic fish and chips? Question 2. How did Kay feel about eating by the ocean? Question 3. What did Kay think about the fish and chips when he tasted them? Question 4. What did Kay try after his meal, and how did he describe it? Question 5. How did Kay feel sitting in the restaurant, and what did he realize about Icelandic food? Part 8. Going home. Question 1. How did Kay feel about leaving Iceland? Question 2. What did Kay think about his adventures in Iceland as he packed his bag? Question 3. What was Kay already dreaming about on his way home? Question 4. Where did Kay place the map of Iceland and why? Question 5. How did Kay feel about his journey in Iceland as he prepared for his next adventure?